This is Unix and Linux lab exercise number 5. In this exercise we are going to see file handling using shell scripting. So here our aim is to perform file handling using the shell script. As you can see here, we are going to see almost 5 file handling functions. The first one is to search for a word in a file. So the syntax for this shell scripting is you'll have to initially take the file name as the input from the user and also the pattern that we want to search in the file. And if the file -f $file name, then grep $pattern space $f name. So this, by giving this command, we can actually get you can search for the word in the file. And also the next one is to find the occurrence of words and characters and lines. So the same way, take the file name as the input from the user and then also take the pattern also as the input from the user. Now if the file name actually exists in the directory, then you will have to by using the wc command, we'll have to count the number of words, letters and lines present in the file using the pattern that we provide. And then the next one is to replace a word by another word. The same way, give the file name and the pattern, and then the word should be replaced to what, that is also should be mentioned here. And then when the file is found in the directory, then it will replace it by using this syntax sed space -i and then in the double quotes s/$pattern /$replace /g, close the double quotes, then $file name and close the fi function. If function is closed by using fi. Then the fourth one is to display the details of last users logged in. So we have a simple command for this, that is last /cut -f 2 space -d double quotes. So by using this command, we can actually see all the details of the last used the people who have logged in. And the next one is to display the inode details of a user's file. So for this, the command is ls space -li /cut space -f2 then again -d and then double quotes. So we can actually see this in the programming. And then the last one is to check if a particular file exists. So the same way, we'll have to take the file name from the user and then using the if condition, where if the file is gonna exist in the directory, then it says the file exists, otherwise it says it does not exist. So now let's see the programming, how it is. So this is my file. So as I said, the first program is for as you can see here, the first file is to search for a pattern in a file, and the first program. The second one is to count the number of letters, lines and words, and the third one is to replace a word in the file, and then the fourth one is actually to find if the file exists or not. Now let's see how this program runs. So initially we'll enter the file name, that is data1.txt, and then let's type for a string that says okay, my text contains grid computing. So yeah, so you can see there are 3 lines which contains grid computing in my file, and that is being displayed here. Then the next one is again data1.txt is my file name, and the pattern is let's say net. So there is nothing in the file which actually contains net. That is why it is returning me all 000. Then let's give the file name data1.txt, and then the pattern of word that I actually need, that is say grid computing, enter. And I want this to be replaced to GC, enter. Then now again, say I give a file name called data1.txt, and it says the file exists. Now let's actually go to the file and see if all these changes and all these things actually exist in the file or not. I say space data1.txt. Yes, as you can see here, there was grid computing here. So wherever there was grid computing, that is in Praveen UI14CS 654, it has changed to GC. And yes, in the first program also, Praveen and then John and Sendil and Matthew were the ones who had grid computing. So they were all being displayed. And there was nothing called net. That is why, as you can see, there was nothing called net. That is why 000 was being displayed. Now let us actually see the other two ones. That is, let us check. Yes, this is a function. This is the code that is used to see all the list of users who have actually logged in. That is the previously logged in people. So when we run this, yeah, so these are all the people who have logged in before. As you can see here, there's a huge list. And the next question is, as you can see, there's another question called to display the inode details of a user's file. So for that, we need to give the code ls space li cut -f2 -d//. So let's see. As you can see, this is the inode of all the users. So by this, we have actually completed all the basics of file handling, function and shell scripting. Thank you.